Everybody, look at what's made its way to the table tonight. Another TouchSmart. Is this a case of another TouchSmart bites the dust? Well, good possibility. When you plug it in, little light comes on, you hear the fan ramp up, nothing shows up on the screen. Typical telltale signs of a failed motherboard. I see this happen quite often in these things. These all-in-ones are about as freaking reliable as your typical consumer-grade laptop. Not designed to last any more than 3 or 4 years. Pretty much to today's standards. Yeah, it's cosmetic-wise doesn't have much of any, wear and tear on it. No scratches, nothing like that. It's just, well, if it weren't for the Windows 7 badge, you might think it's a relatively new machine. I would assume this is probably from 2011, 2010 or 2011, sometime around there. TouchSmart 310. Let's spin it around. This is actually one of the more premium versions, I do think, because it gives you in addition to being of course a touchscreen, it's actually a TouchSmart, not a HP Omni. It actually has a built-in TV tuner. Back when TV tuners mattered in PCs before Windows 10 came around. But yeah, it's like, what do you know? So of course, as I mentioned, when you plug it in, you just hear the fan. It actually starts up on its own. You hear the fan come on. Nothing else. Just, pretty much. Yeah, it was actually, I'd say back when it was new, a pretty decent machine. You could actually use it as a TV, of course. It even has an infrared sensor connection on the back of it. Alright, so we'll go ahead and pop the cover off this thing and see if we can figure something out. Hopefully it could be something else besides the motherboard, but I kind of doubt it. Yeah, now we got access to the inside. And what was broken that I kept hearing? That's a good question. What? Oh! Oh! Oh, yeah, that's nice. This here is what I kept hearing flopping around inside there. The dang screw. Yeah, I wonder where that went. I wonder if somebody's already been inside this thing, or yeah, it makes you wonder a lot of different things. Yeah, somebody's already been inside this thing, or something else is going on. We're going to try some simple things first. Let's try resetting the RAM. Text DDR3 SODIMM, of course. Because at its heart, it's a laptop. Before I've actually called these things, laptops are known as notebooks. I've called these things desk books because all they are is a laptop flipped up vertically with a screen set in front of it. That's practically all they are. Just a just a laptop flipped up vertically with a screen in front of it. And I see the CMOS jumper is in its native position, normal position. Let me grab some power. And this thing has a good long power cord because it being a all-in-one, and of course it takes the exact same kind of power source as your typical laptop does. least this time we did get a different response. Let's see, nothing on the screen. Same thing as before. Not posting. Not posting. More than likely, it's what I suspect it is. Failed motherboard. You see, it could be because of it being shoddy quality, like a lot of stuff is these days when it comes to this kind of stuff. Or it could be something to do with that loose screw, maybe. I don't know. Depends on what the meat squad did when they were in here. And of course, they make that screw and that jumper a real pain to get to. What do they do? You nearly have to cut yourself on the latch for the RAM module just to get to it. I'll stick it in clear CMOS for a sec. I'm going to actually set it to clear CMOS even without the RAM and see what we get. Now, I have managed to get motherboards back in pretty bizarre ways before. We'll need some needle nose pliers or something at least to grab and hold this jumper a little better than what my fingers can do. Not exactly what I was looking for, but it's better than nothing. The famous needle nose pliers are a little too big to get in here. Or I could just, this is actually not even plugged in, I could achieve the same thing by just jumping it with my pliers or a screwdriver. Normally I like to take the CMOS battery out, but the CMOS battery is sitting behind a plate that covers the motherboard on this thing. I'll stick this jumper back in its normal spot. Not think it's gonna make a difference, but it doesn't hurt to try. Makes me wonder how far the Meek Squad went as far as troubleshooting and such. It's back on there. Reinsert the RAM and we'll see what we get. Again, think it's a bad board. I'm going to actually, this time I'm going to run just one of the RAM modules. I'm not going to run both of them this time. I'm just going to run just one. A little bit different behavior this time. It didn't try to turn on by itself or flash the power indicator. Yep, still no post. No post at all. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. Yep. Pretty safe to say on this guy is more likely a failed motherboard. What do you know? You better look at the inside of this thing. There's the motherboard. Processor is right in this area here, and it's more than likely BGA'd to the motherboard. It's an AMD, probably like an E300 or something like that. I don't know for sure, or one of their other soldered on BGA chips. No, actually, it's socketed. It's socketed. We'll actually go ahead and take this cover off. It looks like it just comes off with, let's see, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there, one there. 7 screws. We'll just have to disconnect the cable that supplies the CCFL inverter board for the display. Yeah, this thing don't even have an LED display, LED backlit display. I guess in a machine of this age, they weren't really too concerned about power savings. And of course, many laptops from this time already started going toward LED backlights. I tend to like the LED backlights better anyway, because there's less flicker because of not being a CCFL. It's better on the eyes, I think. I mean, for this thing, I could probably go on eBay and look up the price of a used pull motherboard. But for a machine this age, it's like you may as well go buy a new one. Because you can replace that board with another motherboard. And who knows, 6 months later it might do the same thing again. Might fail miserably. Little sucker, they decide to have a screw way down in here, don't they? Here she goes. One more back here that I missed. They like to hide screws on these suckers, that's for sure. Alrighty. Gonna pull this tape loose. Put that to the side. And flips right out. It is a socket AM3. That's what this thing has. Yeah, these things are it's kind of interesting about them. This is a socket AM3. Some of these all-in-ones they use actual laptop processors, while others actually use desktop processors like this one here. It's a socket AM3. I'm not actually going to pull that. I'm not going to actually pull the heatsink off today. I'm going to let the client know that motherboard's failed, which they already had a good idea that was likely the problem to begin with. I'll look up the cost of a replacement motherboard, but more than likely it will not be worth. The cost of a replacement board would be worth the price for a machine of this age. Being 2010 and 2011, that was right in the prime of socket AM3. That time period. But if they decide that they do not want to fix this thing, it would definitely be a nice little parts donor. It's got total RAM, 4 gigs of RAM, AM3 processor. Don't know exactly what just yet. It's got a pretty nice fan, which I got an all-in-one in. That's gonna probably need a fan. That fan might actually cross over and fit. Don't know yet. Anyways, guys, I was looking at another HP all-in-one that is, well, bitten the dust. It's got a failed motherboard. What a shocker. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching. Hey everybody, I sure hope you guys enjoyed this video from Q Computer Channel. Remember to like the video, subscribe to Q Computer Channel for more updates, and remember to tick the bell so that you actually get notified of these updates. Did you know that I am also on a second channel that's CubeComp MTDX? Over there you'll find videos of bicycling, weather, elevators, and all sorts of other neat and interesting stuff. Feel free to subscribe to that channel as well. And again, I thank you for your support, and thanks for watching this video.